Okay, Hamad, I appreciate you doing the work in this. You're gonna do well in this class if you keep it up. But yeah, so you asked for some advice in this. First thing I would do is looks like they're in millimeters, the units, but let's make sure that we have the right units in this and you have the right dimensions on this. So if you go up here to document properties, ANSI is the standard we're looking for. That's okay. Units are inch, pounds, seconds, and yeah, you need to make sure for inches that this goes up to 3 units after the decimal. And then go to OK, but gosh, I mean, look at this base feature in here. You have a dimension of 1,200 inches in here. That's about 100 feet. That's bigger than a house. I mean, this is something that's going to fit in your desktop. You want to make sure you get the right dimensions in here. You need to make sure it's all fully defined. So this isn't fully defined because the center of the circle is not on that center line. That center line is, not horizontal. So once you get the right dimensions in there, you want to make that horizontal and then put all these other things in place. And yeah, it looks like it actually worked out that way. You just need to make that line horizontal. But let's go back to this guy. And yeah, you need to, boy, I don't know, if we make that, that original part 5.5 inches from 1,200 inches, thing's going to blow up on you. So yeah, you're going to have to be careful about that. You don't just convert from millimeters to inches right away without some sort of consequence like this. Well, let's try that. I mean, we're just going to have to do it sometime. We're going to have to make that 5.5. And before we do that, we need to check our other dimensions in here too. So if you look at the drawing in here, looks like it's 1/4 of an inch on the inside. So that's going to be, yep. This is not going to be 75 inches, it's going to be 1/4 of an inch, so 0.25 for the inside, and then the outside is going to be 0.5. So 0.25 and 0.5. So now that gets really, really teeny tiny. So there we are, yeah. This dimension I think is 5.5. Yeah, you're just going to have to work with this a little bit and try to be really careful from the very beginning when you put all this together. That looks like it's kind of right, but when you go to the other feature in here with the other sketch, it ain't going to be right. It's gonna give you grief, and you might have to redo a lot of that. So let's go ahead and rebuild that. And this thing's going to hate us down here, but let's see what we have in here. Yeah, so your base feature's down here, and yeah. You might want to do this from the very beginning or just go back and begin to change some of these dimensions to make sure everything fits together. But for this, and you're going to have to fix the extrude here too. So for this, you're just going to have to take your blue points once you get this all figured out, once you get your blue points, or once you get that all figured out and you need to fully define that, you're going to have to take your blue points and move that around a little bit. So yeah, you're just going to have to take these one by one, or maybe you just take what you have in your base feature, suppress or get rid of Revolve 2, and then do that correctly from the beginning. I think you should be okay.